Hello guys, and welcome back to the Rush Guy channel. Today my dad and I are driving down to Altai. We're going to be spending a few days down there and looking at some land to buy for farming, and also just to see what's around the area, maybe some different areas of Altai. So come along and see what we find. Alright guys, so we are just at Belokuriha. We actually drove through it and we're actually up in the mountains a bit. I'll talk about this spot just in a second, but just as we were driving through, as you can see, there's a lot of farmers that are just plowing up their ground now, planting crops. All the trees are green, the grass is green, and things are spring and summer is just really coming into full swing now. This week that we're down in Altai, it's meant to be like in the 30 degrees, so it's going to be quite warm weather here. Anyway, let's show you around this spot because it is really cool. Here we have Belokuriha. So you drive in from the SberBank, which is way, you can't see it. And the town here, we just drove up along a ridgeline up here, and back over here there's just beautiful mountains. There are actually a few smaller properties for sale up here, so we're just coming out and just have a look, see what type of land it is here, and whether or not it would be an option. But it's pretty stunning. So you can see down there, there's a little dam. They've dammed the creek up. As we're driving up, we saw some horses just up on this ridge line over there, but he's pushed them down into the valley, so you can't see them at the moment. But man, it is certainly really beautiful here. So guys, it's really beautiful up here. We've had a bit of a look around to see what it's like. Now we're gonna head back down the hill and see some other places. So here we are at this little park. This place is called Photoland Park. It is full of really bizarre sculptures, big sculptures. So let's have a look. At the front here, we've got this little rock. Let's see. Kolivan, 370 kilometers that way. AR, Griffin, 26. Pretty cool. Ahoy! Hey, Miyarty. I'm aboard.
Even that, everything he's done is really clever. The handles. Photoland Park. I've looked up to you for a long time, Joash, since you were taller than me.
Oh, I remember these. These aren't in Australia anymore. I don't know if they're illegal, they just don't have them. They used to have them in heaps of playgrounds.
Yeah.
Person sits on each side and you can rock, but they were considered too dangerous for Australia. Here we have what looks like someone's made a submarine look-alike. Let's see if it opens. Oh, yeah. Torpedo launcher. That's pretty cool. Oh.
Things for little people.
No, the pegs are there.
Not there, the pegs, but.
Whoa. It's like a playground for adults. Humongous tower in the back, tiny one in the front.
Bit rough on the knees.
Yeah. Handling ability is not the best quality.
Oh, he's a pilot.
This is like the yellow plane I flew on with Andrew.
Yeah, exactly. I think the motor ceased.
Clear! I definitely wouldn't want to fly in this in real life. Oh, that would be sketchy.
Somebody's been very clever. Very, lots of imagination and artistry.
Yep.
Good on them. Nice park. Oh. It's definitely for little people. But a lot of fun for little people. Have to bring the grandkids here.
Yep.
Oh, this is like a Harley Davidson.
With the hand on it.
Yeah. From the previous rider. Cool. Just the sights. Oh, look at that. Turn it up. Somebody very clever.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Because none of this is actual part of a real motorbike. It's just maybe the tank, but
Yeah, no.
it's all bits of all strange stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the old hammer and the sickle. У нас отличная команда. Check this one out. There's 2 cars, 2 motorcycles, and 3 bikes, 1 sidecar motorcycle. They've just put this big piece of steel the whole way through. A bottle of bottles.
Same for the car.
Does that mean you get 75 rubles if you return this thing? Chained to the car.
Yeah.
Licencu voditelskich prav.
Put the car on the rock and then put the rock on the car.
Yeah, so Russian for driving. And this car has been, looks like it's dropped or skewered on this pole. Is this a piece of farm machinery used for sowing the field?
Yeah.
That joke probably won't work in Russian.
But the guy who did it was very clever. Even in
Yep.
the stuff he used was very clever.
So this place is just on the outskirts of Belokuriha. So if you're ever down this way, be sure to check it out. It's quite an attraction for the area, I'd guess. Really fun. If you have young kids, it'd be a great place to come and take them. Or even if you don't have kids, if you're a child at heart, come here as well.
Oh, these interesting sculptures.
Yeah,
Guys,
it is
very creative.
It is like very high quality art in that sense. It's not painting, but the imagination you would need to make all this stuff is really quite impressive. So we just saw that they've got this little stand here. They just ask for 100 rubles just to walk through it. So yeah, we put 100 rubles in. It's definitely worth it. So, as I said, if you're in the area, definitely come check it out. So, we're on another piece of land now. This piece of land is in the middle of this field at the moment. There's about 6 hectares here. So as you can see behind me, sort of along where you have the grass growing on that side and it's just being turned over here. That's roughly where we think the border is. And there's the main road that runs through over the hill there, and it's a long skinny block that heads down to that road. Town of Belokuriha is just behind me over there. Has a lovely view of the mountains. So the advantages of this block is there's obviously a main road there. It's really close to Belokuriha. It has a really stunning view, and if you look at the soil, it's just beautiful soil here. It's got power running right along the back here. Couple of cons are there's no trees on it, there's no river, it's just a big piece of a paddock. So, but we saw it on the internet, and it's got a couple of pros, so we thought we'd come out, have a look at it, see what it's like. It's pretty good. This is quite flat here, and south is just behind me. So maybe in winter you might lose a little bit of sun over the mountains, but you shouldn't lose too much. You're far enough away so that you're not in the shadow.
It's good rich soil. Got moisture down there still.
Some moisture down there.
Yeah. There's at least 30 centimetres of topsoil. At least a foot.
30 centimetres or a foot. In Australian standards, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Where we lived in Australia, we had like what?
5
centimetres.
On a good spot. And it wasn't loamy like this, it was just... Ugh.
No, it's just soil that you could grow something in.
Yep.
Well, I haven't reached the bottom of it yet.
No. Very good. Good soil. Not sandy, it's good loamy, strong soil. Very nice. Right near the dead centre of town.
As you can see, I'll zoom in. Right over there we have a big cemetery. I'll leave the cemetery jokes
To me. I got it from my dad.
from you.
From my dad, he used to always say, "Oh, make that joke about dead centre of town."
Yep. Family tradition, I guess.
Yeah. Handed down from generation to generation.
Well guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video of us down in Altai looking for farmland. Be sure to keep your eye out for the next videos coming out over the next couple of weeks to see the rest of our adventure down to Altai. If you like this video, leave it a big thumbs up and also write your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go down and press on that subscribe button and you'll keep up to date with what our family is doing here in Russia and us looking for farmland down in Altai, and you won't miss a thing. Well, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll catch you on the next video.